Almost everything. 84.
Hey guys, Dan is Almost Everything 84, and today we're reviewing, I might butcher the name, but I think it's called Arzopa, or Arzopa. It's a digital picture frame. Couple things about this one, and we'll go through some of the settings, and right now I am in the settings, but it's a digital picture frame that can play video, sound, pictures, put them on a slideshow, do all those things. Right now I have a USB stick plugged in, but it takes various different inputs like, SD cards, you can connect it to a computer, and all that other stuff that you might use. Most people might just use a USB drive or load it directly on a SD card and put it in. On the back of the unit, this little ring is actually how it stands, and you could switch it and have a vertical or horizontal orientation. You could pick that as well in the settings. And then on the back, there's a couple things here. You have the menu button, you have the power button, you have the arrows to manually go through photos, and you also use that on like the menu and settings. And then in the middle there is a play and pause button, and those are the two speakers that are built into the back. Now, this particular frame is 7 inches. It's got high resolution, 1024 by 600, and a couple other bells and whistles there based on the angle. Won't go into the text. You could find most of that stuff right in the description. It's pretty lightweight. It's only 1 inch thick, so not really an issue to travel around with. And it also comes with a handy remote, so you don't have to go, like I just showed on the back of the unit, and start clicking buttons. So I can easily come up here and move around that way as well. And you could do that for the pictures, and a lot more functions here too. Easily mute it when a video is playing and so on. You can switch between the photos. That's kind of one of the things that I actually like. I can go right into the photos and manually start switching them around. Or I could just play the show. It's really responsive. And now I have the show playing. Is the main, one of the main screens to just get around and do settings, manage the USB drive that's in there, and you can kind of go through all your files that are on there and photos. See all the thumbnails and everything. Exit back. You can also look at your music, which I don't have anything on there, so it's going to say no. And I have one movie that I loaded on as well. So there's a couple things that you can edit there and kind of set up in your slideshow. So they make it easy that way. I'm just using the remote right now to get around. All the file information. If I exit again, go back here. You want to set up the calendar, you could do that as well. And just, again, if you were having it displayed like this and you just want a calendar, and you could pick one of the pictures or have it rotate through the pictures. So really a ton of options. Now I have video on here that I put on, and we'll show a glimpse of that. So all in all, this is a really handy unit. As I mentioned in the description, I use it for business purposes, to load on things for trade shows, and when we're trying to display, a lot of different pictures and such, and video perhaps, and just kind of keep it rotating. So find it handy for that. Also, one thing to note is, you have to be careful on some of the file formats you put on here. While it recognizes a bunch of them, you got to make sure you're trying to keep it uniform and you have high quality photos, or like AVI video, or like dot, movie, stuff like that, like normal files, or it could get a little funky. So it's kind of, you just have to test things out and make sure everything jives. So I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.